Florence and Mr. Rusty had been talking about sports. Mr. Rusty had told Florence about how when he was a boy he'd been the 400 metres champion at his school. "It wasn't so much winning the prize in those days, if you know what I mean," he said, "as being a good team member, a GTM." "Yes," said Florence. "I mean, these days everyone's out to do each other down," said Mr. Rusty. "What's missing is a bit of team spirit." "TS?" said Florence. "What?" said Mr. Rusty. "TS," said Florence, "team spirit." "Oh, yes, I see. Team spirit, yes," said Mr. Rusty. Play up, and play the game," said Zebedee. P-U-P-U-P-T-G. "Now, are we all met?" said Dougal. "I mean, are all the team members present? TMP. And are they ready?" "What are we playing?" asked Florence. "We're going to have a relay race," said Ermintrude. "An RR." "Yes," said Brian. "There's nothing like a good old RR to get everyone pulling together. And I'm going to go first, because I'm fed up with everyone saying that just because I'm a snail, I can't go fast." "OK," said Florence. "Right," said Dougal. "I've started the clock." "Off I go," said Brian, picking up the flag. "Hooray for Brian! Well done, Brian," said Ermintrude. "Oh, I love it when he gets all headstrong, don't you?" "How was I?" said Brian. "Very good," said Florence. "Right, who's next? Off you go, Florence." "Hang on a minute," said Dougal. "What?" said Florence, coming back. "I think we should be going in alphabetical order," said Dougal, "in which case it's my turn." "Oh, really?" said Brian, still out of breath. "Just get on with it." And Florence did her bit. "Well done," said Mr. Rusty, "and now pass it to me." "Right. Off I go. Oh dear. Oh, I'm too old for this sort of thing," said Mr. Rusty, trying his hardest. "Bravo," said Ermintrude. "BV." "Oh, no, this is like so physical," said Dylan. "Well, it's your turn next," said Ermintrude. And Dylan took the flag, and he ran for a bit, and then he thought, "Hang on, like, why am I doing this, right? And like, did anybody ask this little red flag if it wanted to be passed around like this?" And then he heard a voice saying, play up, and play the game." "He's right, I guess," said Dylan, and ran back to the others. "Oh, do let Brian go again," said Ermintrude. "He does it so well." So Brian thought he'd have another turn. Play up, but no showing off," said the voice. "My turn," said Dougal, taking the flag from Brian. "Ah, now this presents a bit of a problem," said Dougal. "A big pile of lovely sugar. I could have just one lump, probably keep me going." "It's play up and play the game, not play up and then stop for some sugar," said the voice. "Well, I suppose I'll have to tear myself away." "Well, that's something I don't think I've ever seen before," said Ermintrude. "DRS, dog refusing sugar." And off she went. "It's amazing what can be done with a bit of team spirit," said Zebedee. "I'm very proud of you all. Well done. WD." "Well," said Ermintrude, "I think we've proved that if you're a GTM, a bit of TS in an RR is JGFFC. Jolly good fun for cows." It was a lovely hot summery day, and some of Florence's friends had come to visit her. "On your holidays?" said Zebedee. "Yes," said Florence, "we are." "Fancy going grape picking?" said Zebedee. "Oh, yes, please," they all said, and off they went. "Ah, yes, time to harvest the grapes, I think," said Dougal. "Now, what I need is a team of tireless toilers." "Hello," said Florence. "Hello," said her friends. Ah, the very thing, said Dougal. On your holidays, eh? Yes, said Florence, we are. Come on. Now you just all hop on there, said Dougal, and I'll take you down to the vineyard. I think you'll find this more fun than a donkey ride on the beach. Room for one more, said Dougal. Are you sure you can manage? Said Florence. Oh, yes, said Dougal. You must save your energy for the really hard work. I mean the jolly grape harvesting. Ripe for the picking, said Dougal. Oh, hi. Wow, said Dillon. Yes, said Dougal. We've had a bit of, rodent trouble in the North Vineyard. Listen, I know when I'm not wanted, said Dillon, and working in the sun is one of those times. Bye, Dillon, said Florence. Phew, this is quite tiring, and it's jolly hot, said Paul, and everyone agreed. So they decided to take a rest. Come on, back to work, said Brian. We'll never make all these grapes into wine otherwise. All right, they said, and they carried on. Ah, yes, a very cheeky grape, said Dougal, with a fine husky aroma. Splendid. Perfect for making a nice bottle of Chateau Dougal. I'll squash the grapes down, said Brian. Get all the juice out. Just be careful with my grapes, said Dougal. Oops, said Brian. Where's he gone? Said Dougal. Help, said Brian. He's fallen in, said Paul. Oh, that's better. Wine is supposed to be made from grapes and grapes alone, said Dougal. It's not supposed to have a worm in the bottom. Oh, hey, we could call this one Mollusca Day. Dougal, called Florence. Where are you? Ah, there you are. Ah, said Dougal. What have you got there? Oh, nothing at all, said Dougal, innocently. It looks like a treasure chest, said Florence. Yes it is, said Dougal, but I can't get into it, because it's, locked, you see. Locked. And I don't know where the key is. Well, shall we go and look for it? Asked Florence. Yes, said Dougal, that would be a very good idea, yes. But it could be anywhere, couldn't it? I mean, do we look high? Or do we look low? When did you last see it? Said Florence. That's just the point, said Dougal. I can't remember. Well, calm down, said Florence. I'm sure it'll turn up. Yes, said Dougal, turn up. You mean just arrive on the doorstep saying, sorry, just popped out for a pizza? Come on, said Florence. And off they went. Oh, look, said Florence, there's a sign. "Oh," said Dougal, "this looks like the right sort of place to find a key, doesn't it?" "I wonder what's through the keyhole," said Florence. "Hello, there's more to this than meets the eye." And they went through the door. "Oh, look," said Florence, "here's a curious key. I wonder what that opens. It could be a clue." "I'm a mystery key," said the key. "Probably off some quiz show," said Dougal. "Anyway, it's the wrong shape for my treasure chest." "Oi, John, over here. You want something opening? No problem." "You're not a key," said Dougal. "You're a crowbar. We're not trying to rob a bank. We just want to find the key to my treasure chest." "Nah," said the crowbar. "Let me at it. I'll soon have it prized open. Know what I mean?" "Yes, and break all the hinges. No, thank you," said Dougal. "Oh, look," said Florence. "There's a couple of keys." "Hello." "Hello." "Ding! We can give you any key you want. C sharp.
F major 7th.
We have perfect pitch." "Ah, yes," said Florence. "Musical keys. How interesting." "And what's this?" said Dougal. "It's a spanner," said Florence. "I'm just here doing the maintenance," said the spanner. "Well, we haven't seen any real keys yet, have we?" said Florence. "Now you see me." "That's it," said Dougal. "That's my key." "Now you don't." "Quick, after it. Come back here, you elusive lock-loosener." "Oh, where's he gone?" "Did you find it?" said Florence. "No, it got away," said Dougal, out of breath. "Oh dear," said Florence. "Let's try over there." "Well, we'll never find it in all this lot," said Dougal. "Somebody ought to clear away all these flowers." "No wonder we don't come down this end of the garden often. It's a complete tip." "Now we'll never know what was in your treasure chest," said Florence. "Oh, there's nothing in it," said Dougal. "I just wanted to open it." "We're off on our sunny holiday," sang Brian. "A viva la Lasagna. We're going to our holidays in Spain. A viva fandanga. España, por favor." "Oh, you're so common," said Dougal. "He's right, you know," said Zebedee. "It's time we went a little continental." "I like Spanish dancing," said Florence. "Me too," said Zebedee. And off they went. "I don't know," said Dougal. "Sometimes that slob of a snail is an embarrassment. He gives us British a bad name. He'll be wanting to do a conga next, in fancy dress. Spain is a country, not a holiday camp. Ah, yes, the real Spain is about passion and romance and tight trousers which go up to your neck." "I like Spanish dancing," said Florence. "It's not about kiss-me-quick hats and doing the hokey-cokey," said Dougal. "No," said Florence. "Exactly," said Dougal. "Yes, show me a plate of paella and..." "What's that racket?" "Sounds like singing," said Florence. "Spanish singing." "Sounds more like a strangulated cat to me," said Dougal. "Oi, you! Shut up, will you?" "It's called flamenco," said Florence. "Is it?" said Dougal. "Shush," said Brian. "This, calls for some fancy finger work," said Dylan. "It's very dramatic, isn't it?" said Brian. Earplugs in Spain, said Dougal. Said Ermintrude. I can feel my passion rising. I've always wanted to be a senorita. Olé, said Dougal. Hola, said Ermintrude. Ooh, that was very dashing. Caramba, said Dougal. Oh, this makes me feel all wild and free, said Ermintrude. Sancho Panza, El Cid. Ready, said Ermintrude. Aha, Rioja, said Dougal. Oh, be my toreador, said Ermintrude. Has anybody got any castanets? Woo! Oh, it's a caravan in Blackpool next year for me, said Dougal. It was one of those typical English weather days that could go either way. Typical English weather, don't you think? Said Florence. 1 minute it's too chilly, and then the next... too hot, if you ask me, said Dougal. Oh, I don't know, said Florence. I should have brought my cardigan. No, it's definitely too warm. We dogs can't sweat, you know. We feel the heat more. You never know what clothes to put on in the morning, said Florence. Ah, now this is more like it, said Dougal. Brrr, it's freezing now, said Florence. Nonsense, said Dougal. It's bracing. What the... Excuse me, mate, said Sidney the Sunflower. Do you mind? Who are you, said Dougal. Yes, said Florence. Who are you? Well, I'm meant to be a sunflower, said Sidney. But I'm not feeling myself with this terrible weather. It's so cold. There's no sun. I like to get an all-over suntan. But no sun. Oh, your climate's no good for me, mate. Yes, said Florence. I'm sorry about our weather. I agree. It's suddenly gone very, very cold. You've just got to keep moving, said Dougal. Maybe the sun will come out soon, said Florence, and they all looked at the sky. No chance, said Dougal. They forecast rain. And they looked at the sky again. There's nothing wrong with our weather, said Dougal. It's good, honest English weather. Come on, Florence, can we go? I fancy some muffins by the fire. Yes, said Florence. Good idea. Oh, now it's too warm, said Florence. I'm glad I didn't bring my cardigan after all. Slow down, said Dougal. It's much too hot for running about. Phew. Hello, said Dougal. Don't you think you should cover yourself up? Hello, said the caterpillar. Hello, said Florence. Are you on your holidays? I hope you've got enough suntan lotion on, said Dougal. Isn't it wonderful and warm, said the caterpillar. You can say that again, said Dougal. Piping hot. No energy left at all, said the caterpillar. Shouldn't you be wearing a knotted handkerchief on your head, said Dougal. I can just about manage to wiggle my nose. Absolutely, said Dougal. Now, can we get out of this soporific sauna? All right, said Florence. Let's see if we can find a cold drink. Oh, said Florence. What next? Snow, said Dougal. It's kind of neither one thing nor the other, is it? Said Florence. Hello, dear hearts. Isn't it a lovely day? Said Ermintrude, arriving. Not really, said Dougal. It's the same weather we always get, neither one thing nor the other. Well, they said it might clear up later on, and then again it might drizzle a bit, said Ermintrude. Oh, said Florence. That's what I like, said Ermintrude. Not too hot, not too cold, just sort of in-betweeny. Said Dougal. I can't sit here listening to you talking about the weather all day. I shall faint from lack of brain sugar. At least we get lots of rainbows, said Ermintrude. Yes, said Florence. There's one now. And they all looked up at the sky again. There's one thing you can rely on about the English weather, said Dougal. It's always unreliable. You can be getting a tan in the backyard one minute and then soaking wet the next. I knew I should have brought my cardigan, said Florence. I could always have taken it off if I got too hot. Yes, it's always the same. Changeable, said Dougal. It's what makes us English so grey, and proud of it. It's temperate, said Florence. Just like me, said Ermintrude. Moderation in all things.